Hi everyone, welcome back to the Malindy Test Kitchen. So the holidays are fast approaching and I know everyone's anticipating those extra calories. I just lost 40 pounds, so I'm very excited about that, but I also don't want to ruin it over the holidays. And far be it from me to be the one to contribute to someone gaining weight. So indulge without all of the calories and create wonderful handmade gifts for people without all of the calories. So today we're going to do our melt and pour peppermint bark. And for this you will need 24 ounces of melt and pour soap, and you'll want to split that into 2 jars. Cut it up into cubes. Once you do that, you'll microwave it for about 3 minutes. So I did already microwave mine, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it in the microwave again for another 30 seconds, just so that we can finish it off, so that we can mix our stuff. So here I have my 2 containers of 12 ounces each of melt and pour. Additionally, you'll need peppermint essential oil. So this peppermint essential oil I get on Amazon.com. It's a fairly reasonable price. You can also get your oils from other places, but essential oils could get very expensive very quickly. For our coloring, for our peppermint, we're going to be using red mica that I got from Brambleberry. So you want to take a teaspoon of this and put it in a small container like this, and put some rubbing alcohol in there and mix it around to get it diluted. And what this will do is this will prohibit you from having clumps of color throughout your soap. Additionally, I have Epsom salt that I put in a ½ teaspoon of the same red mica, because we're going to top our peppermint bark with this. So just put the color in there and mix it around. Don't add any water. So magnesium sulfate, also known as Epsom salt, is good for potentially helping with sore muscles, or it's believed that it will help with sore muscles. So once you melt both of your mixes, we're going to leave one white, and then we're going to add the red color to the second one. So this one we're going to leave white, and we're going to add a ½ tablespoon of your peppermint essential oil. Be careful when using peppermint essential oil, because with any essential oil, you'll want to use less than you would with synthetic scents. So I'm going to use a ½ tablespoon. So typically you'll use about a tablespoon per pound. So just pour that in there, mix it up really well. And that's okay if you use the same spoon on this, because both of the mixes are actually going to have your peppermint essential oil in it. So I cannot even believe that it is almost Thanksgiving, but this is the perfect gift to give someone instead of giving them cookies. You'll be able to make it faster, it'll be nicer, and then it also adds a little bit of love since it is handmade. So we're going to go ahead and put our second ½ tablespoon of peppermint essential oil in the second part of the batch. Mix it up really well, and once you do that, then this is going to be our red batch. So I'm going to put just a little bit of the melt and pour in there to mix it up, and then we'll pour it in there. Pour it in there really well. And then once you do that, go ahead and mix it up so you can have a bright red color. Now typically I don't use this much coloring, but we do want to make sure that we have a nice bright red color for our peppermint bark. So once it's mixed up really well and incorporated, you want to take a small cookie sheet. So this is much smaller than most of the cookie sheets. This is just a plain cookie sheet. You can really use any cookie sheet, just as you would if you were making regular peppermint bark. And then the key to get them to swirl well is to actually pour them together at the same time. And I see I could, from the side, I see I could probably mix this a little bit better. So you see how it's white on the side there. Just make sure that whenever you're looking at it from the side, that it's mixed together really well. So we're going to pour these together so they'll have a swirl effect. And for the most part, it will mix itself, but you can additionally take a butter knife or popsicle stick or anything like that and mix it around to get the swirl that you want. So I am going to do that a little bit just so we can have more of a marbling swirl. And then once this, so this is going to melt pretty quickly, but you'll want to let it melt first. I'm sorry, harden first. And once it hardens a little bit, then you can go ahead. There's sometimes some bubbles will come on the top, so you can just shake them out like that, or even poke them out with your butter knife, because you definitely don't want to have bubbles in there whenever you're giving these away for gifts. And then once it hardens a little bit, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to sprinkle some of your salt on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this harden. We're going to sprinkle some of our Epsom salt on it, and we'll be right back.